Hi, this is Rattlesnake Recapped. John is a prisoner with a very high IQ. This day he saw a cockroach in prison. The average person might think nothing of it, but in his eyes, it means a very important sign. The prison is very old. The walls were corroded by the damp air. The bars had oxidized and rusted. It was the perfect condition for a prison break. John decided to give it a try. He took out his nail clippers, trying hard at the wall vents. It was easy to pry open a corner. He was locked up in Alcatraz, the toughest prison in the United States. It's surrounded by sea and isolated from the rest of the world. There have been escapes before. They were either shot or drowned. No one has ever gotten out alive. There are twice as many guards here as in other prisons. Roll call is 12 times a day. Even to go to the toilet need to report. So it's still too early to escape. He needs to do some preparation. First, he needs to find help. Coincidentally, the next day he was eating in the cafeteria. He met the two most famous brothers in the prison break community. Immediately go to make connections to get them to join the team. Jack in the next cell immediately said that he also wanted to join. Alright, the four-man escape team is complete. Let's get moving. At night, under cover of darkness, John began to use a nail clipper to dig open the vent little by little. Jack next door to help him keep watch. When the guards came, he whistled to warn him, but soon, he couldn't dig anymore. The nail clippers were too hard to dig with. They had to find a more handy tool. The next day at dinner, John looked at the spoon in his hand. He came up with a great idea. He stuck the spoon under his shoe and rubbed it a few times. Then he called out to the guards and said his spoon was dirty and he needed a new one. When his partner saw John's wink, he understood instantly. He went up and pretended to talk to the guard to distract him. John took a spoon himself. Oh no, it turned out to be two. But this spoon still cannot dig. Need to modify. John continued to think of ways. He runs into an old man who has a coin, so he promised to give him his lunch dessert. In exchange for a 10-cent coin, John went back to his cell, gathered a bundle of matches and put them in the box. Break off spoons and nail clippers. Used a file to grind the coin into powder. Rubbed it on the joint of the spoon and nail clipper. Finally, lit the matches to burn. The two ends are firmly welded together. A jailbreak tool is ready. With it, you can really do more with less. The vent was dug bigger and bigger. The entire fence was exposed to the outside, but the iron fence is very strong. He needed a tool to help. It was available in the prison's wood shop. The only problem is that it has metal on both sides. Once brought out will definitely be detected by the metal detector. What to do? This is not a problem for John, who has a great intellect. He took advantage of the work, steal a tool away, but as soon as he left the house, the metal detector picked it up. The alarm went off. Without waiting for the warder to say anything, he raised it straight up, asked the guard if he could take it back to hang clothes. The guards did not agree to confiscate it, but back in the cell, he pulled out another tool from the heel of his shoe, and then put the tool into the vent and kicked it hard. Okay, it can be removed, but this is not enough. Jailbreak is not a day or two of work. The guards may come to check on him at any time. Such a large hole in the prison guard's eyes is not blind. Must come in disguise. He tore out the magazine and soaked it in water, pinched into a rectangle. Then he glued the clay and assembled it into a cardboard box. Then he pretended to say he wanted to paint, asked the guards for paints and a drawing board. The box was outlined and colored and placed in the vent. A fake ventilation network is completed. John spent the rest of his days digging holes at night. During the day, take advantage of the break to pour the dugout sand and gravel outside. Just when things were going well, the prison suddenly launched a surprise inspection. John's room was raided. The warden went into the room. Take away the box. The vents are exposed. The good thing is that the fake vent is very well made. Cannot see the problem. The warden took out John's bedding in bed, used the metal detector to scan again and again. Fortunately, no contraband was found. They left. To prevent accidents from happening again, John decided to speed up the plan of action. He handed the escape weapon to his teammates while he told them to do the same thing, digging through the vents of your own cell. On the other hand, he planned to go deep into the hole to check the situation, to prevent the guards from patrolling his cell. John got newspaper and dirt. He mixed the newspaper and clay and made a human head. He colored it and glued it with hair, then put it under the blanket. From the outside, it was as if he was asleep there. Everything was ready. He drilled through the vent and closed the fake ventilation net. He set off. John climbed up the pipe to the top of the prison. There's no way out here but up. But the window is too high to reach. Have to think of another way. At that moment, the prison guard came. It was strange to see John sleeping so early today. The cellmate next door explained that he was sick. The guard was about to leave when he accidentally dropped his baton. There was a loud noise. Then he saw that John was still motionless. The guard became suspicious and reached out to touch him. Luckily, John had come back in time. The next day he learned his lesson. He took his teammates with him. The two of them set up a human ladder and finally climbed to the skylight. But the bars of the skylight was much stronger than the vent. There was no way to open it by hand. But coincidentally, there is a socket next to the skylight that can plug in electricity. Now John was even more reckless. He wanted to steal an electric drill. This day in the prison church, he found a small electric fan. John suddenly had a great idea. He took the fan and put it in a box, but as he was leaving, the guards suddenly said they had to check a box. The teammates behind him were nervous, and their eyes wandered. John took his own box directly. Let the guard check this. The guard looked at his confident eyes, and then looked at the teammate behind him. He chose to check his teammate's box, whereas John, strutting off with a case containing a fan. Back in the cell, John removes the fan blades, replaced the drill he had prepared, climbed the bars again, used the iron pipe to break it hard, barely climbed up. This drill power is small. It takes a long time to drill. Finally, after 10 days of hard work, everything is ready. The real prison break began. On this night, he and his accomplice stuffed the dummy head under the blanket, climbing up the ventilation duct to the roof of the prison. But at this time, the fourth person who had planned to go together was too nervous about going anywhere. He was too scared. He could only lie in bed and shed tears. John called him several times, but he did not respond. The other three people had no choice but to continue to move. They came under the iron fence, help each other climb up the iron fence to the roof of the building, but when they opened the shield with too much force, there was a loud noise. Attracted the attention of the prison guard on duty. He turned on the searchlight to look around. Fortunately, John and the others were cautious. They hid under the pipe and did not come out. The guards did not find anything unusual. When everything was calm, John and three people climbed up, carefully avoiding the searchlights. Over the fence, freedom was at hand, and the fourth prisoner finally gathered the courage to go. But by the time he got to the iron fence, his teammates had left. He can't jump up alone. He forced himself into a desperate situation. John, three people, have escaped to the shore of Alcatraz. They grabbed the life jacket life raft prepared in advance, blowing hard into it. In the darkness of the night, three people in the cold water rowing hard, and they drifted away. The next morning the guards saw how John was still sleeping. He couldn't wake him up. He went in, pulled the light, and pulled it with his hand. Then he realized it was a fake head. The guard panicked and sounded the alarm. All the guards started to move out. They searched every corner of the island, but only found a chrysanthemum. The chrysanthemum symbolizes hope. It means that the three men finally escaped. The warden threw the chrysanthemum into the sea in anger. The three men were declared dead. This prison, which claims that no one has ever escaped, must not be tainted. Escape from Alcatraz is a film based on true events, a relatively early prison break movie. He shoots a kind of high intelligence people win at every step in the danger. The goal is clear and thunderous. Such a person, I tell you, no matter what you do, you will succeed. Subscribe to me, and I'll see you next time.